I've been talking a lot lately about the senses because that's ultimately what happens with a master coming out of awakening, coming into embodied enlightenment, simply opening up to your other senses naturally, easily. It's truly profound. There are really no human words to describe it, but you're going through a transition. And the biggest thing I hear in your nighttime quarrels with me, in your nocturnal arguments with me, the biggest thing I hear, what's wrong with me? And I say to you time and time again, absolutely nothing. You're going through so many changes at one time, deep changes in the body and in the mind. There's nothing wrong. It takes its toll on your body. It does. It takes its toll on the thoughts and the mind and everything else. Everything you thought you were, everything you identified with, it takes its toll. The sooner the human allows the and there's nothing wrong, it's all part of this transformation, expansion, integration, multidimensional awareness, whatever it happens to be. Next time it happens, take it like a master. Breathe like a master. Be in grace like a master, and just allow it. I open with the question, what's the most irritating thing right now in your life? And we had a lot of really good answers. Thank you. And basically, it's everything. What's happening right now in your life is that you are becoming a sensual being, multi-senses, no longer just in focus. And it's a very awkward time. It's like going through puberty on your way to mastery. This is like spiritual puberty. At the same time, you become very sensitized, sensitive to so many different things on earth. And it's a very irritating and annoying time to be. And I wanted to point out, you're going to do things like get rashes and have dry whatevers, and you're going to go through all sorts of coughing and aching and all these other problems because you become very sensitive. Let's talk about some of these. We could go on and on with your sensitivities. The point is I wanted to make here is you're simply becoming more sensual. That's it. You're right in that in-between zone, and it's very, very, very challenging on your old body and your mind. Let me give you a story of one of my fellow Ascended Masters. His name is, he was sitting here before I had him move. His name is Lord Ventor. He was British in his last lifetime, Lord Ventor. We call him the Seven of Spades up at the Ascended Masters Club, the Seven of Spades. It took him 7 lifetimes of real agony and suffering before he ever got his enlightenment. 7 times he was so close to enlightenment, but each time he got into sensitivity overwhelm. And he tried to resolve it by doing the things that humans try to do, that you try to do. He was on his 7th attempt, and he really didn't have anything left. And he knew he was dying. He was coughing. He was sneezing. He couldn't eat that god-awful food anymore. He didn't like people, so he wouldn't let them around. I think he had to get up and go to the bathroom all night long, and all these other things that he had going on. And he finally just had to let go. He had to stop trying so hard. And when he did, he was overwhelmed in a way with sensitivity. But instead of just what you call the hard side of sensitivity, he also opened up the sensual side, the side that could find sensuality even in English food, the part that could hear the beauty in any kind of noise. He opened that other side. And in that, there was a rush of true sensuality. I like to do Merabh, but I like to do it a little bit different. Number 1, turn up the audience lights. And everybody, you at home, feel into this. What's going on here? Number 2, in just a moment, I'm going to have you put all of your chairs in a circle. No talking, not a word. Good. Now you can relax. Good. A couple of things to observe. First of all, we're doing something different. That's the first thing. Life changes when you're going into enlightenment. Don't expect the same old chairs, the same old rows all the time. Number 2, if you had been talking while we were trying to do this, we would have about another 5 minutes to go. It's amazing what can happen, particularly with the creative process, which this is, when that human mouth isn't going. All of you watching in online, bring yourselves in now. Shh. Stop talking. Bring yourselves in to the circle, into what we're doing and experiencing here. This is the Merabh of letting go a lot of wounds. I know we've done wound, but there's still some wounds. But we're going to do it now a little different. Instead of fighting them and trying to figure out, we're just going to do it sensually. Whatever wound is there, whatever pain or hardship, whatever loathing about yourself, just release it. Without effort, if you're working at it, you're not allowing. Let it go. It wants to go. And then embrace the wisdom. Take a good deep breath. No more working at it, he is. Take a good deep breath. Good. You realize I'm not doing any of this. I'm just standing here. Like I told you before, with you every step of the way. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting you know that you're okay. You already know that, don't you? Ah, an angel. This is going to be really boring for the Shoud preview for next time. Or maybe not. Take a good deep breath. You are so close. Such beauty in your eyes. But some pain too. Okay? Just let that go. Okay, it's all about the wisdom now. It's all about being sensual. Hard work, no more trying. For everybody watching in, everybody, you're here, you're part of this. I'm not just going around from one human to the other, I'm with all of you. I'm not doing it, I'm just saying, my dear. Let's take a deep breath together. Couple of points for today. Expect things to be different. Don't expect to always be sitting in the same chairs, in the same row, in the same way. When a circle comes to you, embrace it. Do it quietly, without a lot of thinking, without a lot of planning, worrying, just do it. And third, probably my biggest point today, you cannot work way into enlightenment. You cannot fight your old battles and your old demons and work hard at it and suffer it and plot it and plan it as you've been doing. You simply allow it. I wasn't doing anything. I was distracting you long enough for you to feel yourself. Whatever you felt, whether you were here or watching in, whatever you felt was not me. It was you.